So in a world where our teens are completely bombarded with messages about hustling and success, faith-driven entrepreneurs for teens isn't just about launching a startup. It's about discovering God-given gifts and using business as a way to use work as worship, again, to serve others and to really make a difference.
We are so passionate about young people starting to figure out, who am I and what does it mean in service to the world, right? And how do we start asking some of those questions earlier on to then see what God is seeding in their heart?
Why did you decide to launch a curriculum like this for teens and the
Yeah.
next generation?
What we do at Faith Driven Entrepreneur and Faith Driven Investor is we bring people together so they don't always have to do it on their own, and they can share stories. Well, we know that stories are so powerful, and especially with our young people, they're constantly bombarded with content and stories. And so we want to grab that. We want to be able to share stories, whether it's Dude Perfect talking about the faith foundation of their story and what that looks like as they build out their YouTube channel into becoming a brand, family-friendly brand that parents can trust, right? It's a big story rooted in faith. And that's something that can grab the attention of young people because it's what they're used to. And so we're trying to kind of bridge that gap of how do we tell these stories that are really impactful? They're really interesting. Teens love them, but it's also planting seeds that they will come back to at some point. Like, man, I remember when that concept was introduced to me when I watched that video in 2025, And that's what we've been seeing, which has been really fun.
So how do you think that entrepreneurship teaches teens the grit that you referenced before and the faith that they need for life? Besides being able just to come back to these stories, what else do you think that it really instills in them?
Yeah, well, whenever you go out and step out and do something that scares you, you will grow. Right?
Oh, good.
If you fall on your face, you will grow. If you get rejected, you will grow. And so the stories do that. They show that. But then we also are encouraging young people to go and do, right? Because you're going to learn.